right, so this no drinking thing for 30 days. Let's revisit this.
This is only your third day.
Somebody wants some caveats.
No caveats at all. I've just made some notes, mental notes about the whole thing.
okay.
Yeah, I haven't gone in or anything.
Yeah, you've only gone. Yeah, because you have officially gone 48 hours without a cocktail.
Mo did this a month ago or so, 2 months ago?
About a month ago.
Yeah, for what reason?
I just felt like I was drinking too often and too much and looking like using it as like an excuse to celebrate or to get through a long day. And it just got to the point where I felt like I was drinking way too often. I needed to dial back.
It was a crutch.
Yep.
It was a crutch. And I think that's what I'm learning now also. Now, Kristin's been doing this for over a week.
Yeah, I'm like on day 9.
Yeah. How you holding up?
I'm doing good.
Yeah. I think people are more concerned about me than I have been. Like on Instagram, people are like, hey, you might not just want to go cold turkey. It might not be healthy. It's not like I'm having 12 drinks a day.
Yeah.
What we're talking about here is, Mo, I think to your point, it's like 1 or 2 at the end of the day for like no reason. And I think the alarming thing, as I've said before, is when you go to the doctor's office, and he's like, so how often do you drink? And then you start doing the math in your head, and you're like, 2 on Monday, and then 10. I binge drink on Friday and Saturday. It's going to be about, it's like 17. 4.
3 to 5 a week.
So I just decided that it was time because at the end of the day, I was having 1 or 2 drinks for no reason at all.
And that was my thing. It's like now, ever since I've been doing this, and I haven't like changed my schedule. I've been going out and doing everything that I would typically do. When I'm out, it's easier. It's when I'm at home and my hands and my lips are idle and they don't have anything to do. That's when I'm like thinking, God, it would be really. And I realize too, it is the life stresses. There's been a lot of stuff that's happened recently, and it would be really nice to go home and have a glass of wine. And that's when I realize how much I think about it and how much I relied on it.
It's just enough to take the edge off. It's not enough to get drunk or anything like that. Just kind of that I've been too dependent on. And for the last 48 hours, I have realized in my head how often I have said to myself, man, can't wait till 6 o'clock to have that drink, Mm-hmm. It's been more often than I thought that I was relying on. Yesterday, I had a meeting. Last night, they had drinks. A dinner with 2 friends last night, and while they were ordering wine, it was odd for me not to order. Mm-hmm. And the server keeps saying, so what is it that you want to drink? And I'm like, water. And it was like, so she looked at me like, no. Besides water, what are you going to have? And it's things like that I wouldn't even recognize, but they speak so loudly now that I'm not drinking.
Yeah, for a woman, like I haven't got like the pressure of servers pushing alcohol on me. And I mean, like I did a Beltline bar crawl and we sat at the bar and then we accidentally ended up in a speakeasy, and I'm like, what are you doing to me? But it's when I'm hanging out with friends and I go and I don't get a drink, they're like automatically think I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
So that's like the big hurdle there. So every time I go out and I don't have a drink, everybody, they don't say it, it's just like this. Are you pregnant?
Like it's time for you to tell us.
It's like they don't want to ask and they don't want to say, but they're like, they're sitting there waiting in anticipation that I'm going to tell them, and I'm like, I can't drink because I made a bet.
Get that glimmer out of your eyes.
It really hasn't been a problem for me. It's just that I have been top of mind, realizing how much I've been looking forward to it. It's like a finish line at the end of the day.
I think that's what the first 7 days are. It's like you really get like a grasp of how you mentally look at it and how you're changing it.
The Bert Show.